everyone, welcome to your Shadow Work Tarot reading. So this is a little bit different. How I'm doing it is it's not based on any zodiac sign, it is a collective message, it's based on the numerology. So if you're seeing the number 222, then this message could be for you. This is going to be in relation to the shadow aspect of why you could be seeing that number. It's important to note that this can go into quite deep themes, so just be aware of that, okay? This is a disclaimer for that. So if you're not ready to do the deep inner work, to do the shadow work, this reading is not for you. It is timeless. This can apply at any time. Of course, healing is not linear, right? So there isn't a time frame associated with this, nor zodiac sign. I will not be calling out zodiac signs because it has nothing to do with that, okay? So we're going to get into your reading and I hope you'll find this beneficial. So let's take a look first of all at the Dark Mirror Oracle and see what is the key theme here. So those resonating with 222, what is the shadow work message in relation to that frequency? What is the shadow work message in relation to that frequency? And one more card, please. Okay, interesting. So you have today for tomorrow and black flower fragrance. Okay, interesting combination. So already this tells me quite a lot. That you're in this energy of sacrificing your present wants and wishes for a better future. That's what you're hoping for. It's like, if I just keep giving more of myself, if I just keep sacrificing my emotions, my feelings, my wants, my desires in the present moment, regardless of how miserable it makes me feel, no matter how frustrated or enraged I become by the fact that I am suppressing these things, then maybe I can keep building towards a better future. Maybe I can build towards a better version of myself. So this is the energy of repressing in order to become a better you, in order to have a better outcome one day, someday in the future. So it's the energy of sacrificing the present for the future. That's where the imbalance lies, because we're not required to sacrifice our present for the future. There is nothing set in stone. There is no guarantee of the future. There is only the ever-present. And bearing in mind, if you look at it from the quantum lens, the past, the present, and the future all occupies the same space. So what essentially your present self is communicating to your future self is that I don't matter. I'm doing this all for you at the expense of myself. But you are your past self. You are your present self. So in some kind of broken, distorted way, you're communicating to an aspect of yourself that you don't matter, your wishes don't matter, your wants don't matter. That's a problem. Yes, there are certain things that we have to work on, that we have to be disciplined when it comes to whatever it is that we have as a goal, desired outcome. Yeah, discipline is important. Making certain sacrifices will be required if you want to obtain something, if you want to change or transform something. But at what cost and to what extent? You have to keep it in perspective. Okay? Because it feels like you're going too far the other way. The idea is not to have a miserable present in the hopes of having a better future. The idea is to have a contented present in the hopes that you keep striving and working towards improving and building upon that. So your present just gets better and better. Not that it's miserable and then hopefully one day it becomes something positive. No, that's not how it works. You have to mold your present so that you are content with how it is now and strive to keep improving on it day by day. But there are also going to be days where you need to just sit back and be grateful for how things currently are, for where you currently are, how far you've already come. If you don't express gratitude, then it's going to be very hard to level up anyway. Because you're telling the universe it's not enough, it's never enough. So guess what? It'll never be enough. You'll always be an energy of lack. So that's where the imbalance lies. That's why it's important to find that healthy balance between striving towards progress and learning and developing and growing, but also being grateful for what you currently have, for the lessons you've already learned, the wisdom you've gained, for the positive experiences you're currently having now, and how far you've already come. So that's how you transform this energy. That's how you create equilibrium between the two. And that's how you can ensure that your present and your future self will be on the same page. And then by doing that, you already eliminate that energetic mismatch, right? Because that's what's happening right now. There is an energetic mismatch between your present self and your future self. So just something to keep in mind. Okay. So let's continue. Let's get a message from the angels. I'm going to pull from the Angelarium and see which angel wants to come through with what message. So let's see what angel wants to come through in regards to this energy. Oops, I have my deck upside down. I like how Ezreal is at the bottom of the deck. He likes to pop up and say hi. So, okay. So, Israfel, angel of song. Yes. So this is the trumpet call, judgment time. Making healthy choices, balanced choices. There are changes required. Yes, absolutely. And I feel like as well that you may be holding yourself under harsh judgment based on past actions, past decisions, and feeling like you're having to make a tremendous amount of sacrifices now in order to restore balance in your life. That may be the case, but I think it's more about taking gradual steps day by day to improve upon, past mistakes in order to make healthier choices, right? But I do feel like as much as Israfel is sounding the trumpet, is letting you know what time it is and what changes are needed, I feel like it's also reminding you that you may be holding yourself under too harsh a judgment in this instance. Okay? Again, balance. Everything in moderation. I also get as well that for some of you, you are unlocking some ancient knowledge, ancestral wisdom, because you are ready to receive it now. So that's very interesting, and how I got that as a side message for some of you. Yeah. Because you're unlocking some powerful truths, because when you start finding this balance between what you're striving for and what you currently have, I feel like that's when you're in the energy of flow. That's when you're just really being present. And as you know, when you're very present, it puts you in an almost meditative state. And when you're in that energy of being receptive to the energies around you, to the messages that want to come through, that's when you unlock it. So it does make sense. Okay, so let's go into the Lenormand and see what message is going to come up for you there. Yeah, so you have 18, the dog. This is all about loyalty, commitment, being a friend, an ally. And that's the thing. You are not your enemy. You are your own best ally. You need to show that more. You need to be more of an ally to yourself. Again, I get this harsh judgment that you're placing upon yourself based on past mistakes, based on tough lessons you've had to navigate and learn. Even Sibel's coming over to confirm and saying that, yes, don't be so harsh on yourself. You are doing everything you can to make healthy changes and positive changes in your life. But you have to forgive yourself as well for where there was, maybe some mistakes made. Maybe you operated from your shadow or your ego and you didn't take the right course of action. But don't be your own worst enemy. Be your best ally. Be a loyal, doting friend to yourself. That's what you need. You need to feel that it's safe where you're currently at, and that you're striving towards only more of a good thing, not running away from where you currently are. Okay? Because all that is reflecting is how you're running away from some aspect of yourself. There's no need. Okay? Forgive, heal, love, move forward. It's a process, but I feel like you are beginning this now. For some of you, you've been on this journey for a while, but for the majority of you that resonate with this message, I feel like this is a journey you're now beginning. Because you were in this energy of feeling like you're having to sacrifice so much of your present for the future. Okay. And one more Lenormand card, please. She's on the move. See, she really wants to be a part of this reading, so interesting. You have 4. And bear in mind, she's a familiar. She's a spirit guide herself, okay? So she's here to help, okay? So, number 4, the house. Yes, again, firm foundation, security, stability. That means a great deal to you, obviously, as it does to the majority of us. But I feel like this is about feeling safe in your inner temple, feeling safe in your environment. Yes, Abba? Feeling like you have all bases covered. Yeah, so there is some fear around stability, maybe because you're used to living in an environment that was chaotic, where it felt like there was no stability, that you would have to be constantly uprooted in some shape or form, or there was just so much chaos. But you need to know that wherever you are home. You are your own home. Your temple, i.e. your body, is your home. Your vessel is your home. And that as long as you have yourself, you are never truly lost. And remember, you are always connected to the divine. So you can never be truly lost, no matter how lost you feel. Or you may stumble across the wrong path, go down the wrong path. You can always find your way back home. Okay. All right. And of course she's laying behind me now, so I have to sit forward. Okay. So, let's see. In terms of the tarot, what you need to know here, what messages want to come forward that can help you. What messages want to come forward? Yeah, she doesn't like it because I'm sat on her favorite chair with the blanket, you know. It's okay, I will move shortly. You can return. Okay. 2 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Again, it's like this energy right here. I'm getting it mirrored here. This is exactly what it reminds me of. Yes, the 2 of Cups in reverse. You need to come out of this self-sacrificing energy. I feel like for a lot of you as well, that you feel like you have to make a lot of sacrifices in the present moment in order to be ready for your counterpart, possibly, for some of you. Whilst in some ways you might have to make some changes, that doesn't mean you should be sacrificing yourself for another, or for what you believe to be your soulmate, your counterpart, a twin flame, or however you want to label it. It doesn't matter. But this energy of sacrificing oneself for another in order to have a commitment, a union, that's not what's being asked of you. And when it comes to this energy of sacrificing your present for your future in general, that definitely needs looking at. So it keeps being highlighted for a reason, because on some level, even if you've started to make changes with this, you're still doing it. Okay, so let's see. Tell me more about this. Yeah, 8 of Wands. So I feel like you're going to get a lot of divine communication, a lot of signs and synchronicities. There's like back and forth communication between you and the divine, your guides, showing you, pointing these things out to you, showing you where perhaps you may be slipping into this energy again, showing you what a better approach would be to that, so you can find balance again. So I expect a lot of support coming in, divine assistance coming in for you, because they see how hard you're working, how hard you're trying to make these changes, you know, and the divine commend you for it. But again, balance, everything in moderation. So I feel like you're getting a lot of words of encouragement in the forms of signs, in the forms of little messages, and just wanting to support you, help you find that balance. I don't feel as well, I really don't feel that any sudden changes that you experience at this time of you watching this is going to be negative at all. In fact, I feel like there's going to be some very powerful and profound positive changes coming in. And when they do come in, it's important that you take the time to step back, enjoy them, show gratitude for them, especially to the divine. Shows the divine that you are taking the time to enjoy what was bestowed upon you, to appreciate what you have. Otherwise, if you're in this energy of just constantly striving for more, you're telling the divine that no matter what they do, it's never good enough. So that's why it's really important that you take some time out to just enjoy your blessings, enjoy what you already have, as well as striving for more. Okay. What else? Yeah. 2 of Wands. That's the thing. There's more than one approach that you can take. There's always more than one pathway, even if it seems like there's only one way to do something. That's not the case. I feel like you are taking a new approach. You are taking a new direction, a new course of action. There is a different method that you're adopting in terms of what I'm striving for and how do I accomplish it. So I feel like these signs that are coming in, these little epiphanies that you're getting, downloads, is going to help you take a healthier approach, so that you're not always in this energy of feeling lacking or in this energy of feeling like you're having to self-sacrifice. So you can be content where you are, but also make those necessary changes. Strive towards some goal, some objective that you have, without feeling like the world's going to end if you don't get there. Okay. Yes, Isabel agrees. And what else? Okay, she's now practically on my back. 3 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. This is it. I feel like this is the good thing. I feel like once you come to this space, you're going to have this realization that what is it that I'm actually waiting for? That I don't need to wait for anything. There are things I can do now. There's things I can enjoy now. There's things I can experience here in this very moment, whilst I'm also working towards something. So I feel like you're understanding that time waits for no one. And it would be such a waste if you're just stood there waiting for a better future and your life just passes you by. When you can embrace the here and now and implement some positive change each day, taking one step at a time, gradual progress, rather than waiting for some miracle to hit you at once at some point down the line because of all the sacrifices you're making now. So this is definitely a shift in perspective. This is understanding that the power lies with you. If you want to see something change, you can make it change now. There are steps you can take here and now, even if there are certain situations or circumstances that are outside of your control. Surrender it. You surrendering it, you choosing to surrender it, is still taking action. It's still making a conscious decision. And by doing so, the universe can work out the kinks for you while you focus on other things, while you enjoy what you currently have. Because timing is a factor as well. So just by standing there and staring at the clock, you're just wasting your time when you can be doing other things. Right? Okay. And now let's wrap this up with 3 final tarot cards, please. What is the parting guidance here? Ace of Cups. Everything comes back to self. Everything becomes a mirror of self, including the fragmentation. So, I feel like you are being called back to self. Because right now you're fragmented between your past, present, and future when they are all one and the same. Yes, you transform. Yes, you are different versions of yourself. They are facets of who you are, who you was, who you'll become. But ultimately, they make up the whole. So you're being asked to unify yourself. And by doing that, you put yourself in a position of power. You put yourself in a position of feeling self-contained. Feeling like you can actually, you begin this journey of self-realization. And things just start happening to you, for you. So that's the energy I feel you're coming into. It's very powerful, it's very profound, it's hard to really put it in words. It's something that has to be experienced. And you'll understand what I mean when this does happen, because it will happen if you continue down this path. Yeah, as I say that. 6 of Wands, victory, success. Knowing that you're going to get to where you want to be, provided you find that balance, that equilibrium within yourself. You are destined to reach a certain destination, provided you don't lose the faith, provided that you go forward with optimism, with positivity, with gratitude in your heart, with feeling whole and complete, and not that you're reliant on someone or something to complete you. Not needing something in order to feel that you have it all together, that your life now has purpose, that it now makes sense. You are your purpose. You are the sense that you're looking for in the things, in the details. You are the greater meaning that you're searching for. You always were. Self-realization. You are the observer at the end of the day. And that's the problem. We often over-identify with the ego. And that's where this work really helps to just ground that energy and put things back into clear perspective. Yeah. Know that with the Seven of Swords, there are going to be times where you may stray off that path, and it's okay. It's part of the process. We all do it. There's going to be moments where you have, a bit of a relapse into old energies, into old programming. The important thing is not to kick yourself for it, but to just get back on the path again. When you identify it, when you realize that you're doing it. And you can also ask those who you trust to hold you accountable in that way, if that helps you, right? Keep a diary, keep a log of your daily thoughts and feelings, what your actions were, what circumstances played out. Maybe you'll see a pattern there. There may be a trigger that comes back around periodically, and then you find yourself straying off the path because of that trigger. That'll help you with this process if you can identify it. Okay? So again, don't judge yourself too harshly, but it's absolutely time to take corrective action and find that equilibrium within self. So, Collective, thank you so much for checking out this reading. I hope you enjoy these shadow work readings. It is my speciality, it's what I love to do most, is to help people navigate through the parts of themselves that really need to be integrated. So if you enjoy these kinds of readings, do hit the thumbs up, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell and click all, so then that way you'll be notified when another reading goes up on the channel. But for now, I'm sending you the best of luck with this process, with your journey, and I look forward to reading for you soon. Take care. Bye for now.